As Tennessee's water travels from mountains to Mississippi, as much water flows below the ground as above. In Middle and East Tennessee, the relentless journey of rainwater over time has eroded the limestone bedrock, creating the most cavernous region in the United States. This Swiss cheese-like foundation means water can easily gravitate below the surface, creating extensive underground rivers and reservoirs. Speleologists and cavers in Tennessee have discovered more than 8,000 caves. These underground chambers are rich in mineral deposits and unique geological features. Tennessee caves support rare and exquisite subterranean life, some of which are found nowhere else in the world. Blind crayfish, insects, bats, and many other unique creatures thrive in the pitch-dark underground environment. New life is constantly being discovered as caves are researched and explored. Cave ecosystems have thrived for millions of years. They are extremely fragile, however, and susceptible to damage from many forms of groundwater pollution, direct dumping, and human disturbance. The Tennessee Cave Salamander is our official state amphibian. It is also a candidate for the U.S. Endangered Species List. Caves provide testimony to the unrelenting power of water. Every drip, drop, and trickle adds to the million-year process, breaking down rock and earth as it makes its never-ending journey. Near Chattanooga, and 1,100 feet beneath Lookout Mountain, lies one of the most famous cave attractions in the Southeast. Discovered by Leo Lambert in 1928, the upper caverns of Lookout Mountain revealed complex cave formations and a 145-foot waterfall cascading through the rock. After his initial discovery, Lambert returned to share the falls with several friends and his wife, Ruby. Now, Ruby Falls has been open to the public for over 75 years and offers a glimpse of Tennessee's vast network of caverns and geological wonders. As water percolates through Tennessee's predominantly limestone bedrock, it also absorbs minerals and is filtered of impurities. This naturally purified groundwater is a source for commercial and municipal use across Tennessee. One internationally recognized Tennessee product relies on the limestone-filtered purity of its cave spring to enhance flavor and maintain its traditional quality.
Every distillery that you ever will go to, the water they use is the best water in the world. And without that cave spring water, it wouldn't be Jack Daniels.
In 1866, Jack Daniels founded his distillery at the Cave Spring on the outskirts of Lynchburg, Tennessee. The porous limestone bedrock of Middle Tennessee is riddled with springs that provide access to naturally filtered groundwater. For Jack Daniels, the lack of iron in the cave spring water was crucial to the fermentation process.
You can't make good tea or you can't make good whiskey without good water to start with. You know, water is one of the main ingredients of anything like that you're going to brew up, and whiskey is a brew.
But underneath the legend and lore of Jack Daniels lies a scientific and meticulous respect for the craft of making whiskey and the natural resources that define its character. Through the years, Jack Daniels Distillery developed a better understanding for the resource of Tennessee groundwater.
All distilleries had to be ecologists before that word was ever invented. There's 3,000 and some acres around here that if it rains on it, it'll come out of that spring eventually. And we own 1,300 or something acres of it and have agreements with the people that own the rest of it. We keep the water as good as we can before we use it, and after we try to return it with the same stage it was, you know, when we got it. You know, without that water, we'd be out of business. So we guard it, we watch it very closely.
Jack Daniel's reserves use of the cave spring water exclusively for the fermentation of their whiskey, and 250,000 visitors come each year to see the process for themselves. They take home a handful of stories, an insider's perspective of a Tennessee tradition, and perhaps a newfound respect for the modest cave spring that anchored Jack Daniel's to Lynchburg.
Everybody at the distillery, if you ask them what they do for a living, they'll tell you they make Jack Daniels. They don't say they work for Jack Daniels, and that's a big difference. We have done our bit to hold up the state of Tennessee, is known all over the world. So that ain't too bad to come out of a town this size in Lynchburg. Everybody down here is, you know, the whole community. Even if you've never been affiliated with the distillery, you're sort of proud to be from the same place Jack Daniels is.